Welcome everybody to another video of Dead by Trash Can. My name is Cubeproductions. Today we're using a special build in today's special video. We're using Iridescent Unpublished Manuscript. What this add-on does, we activate a drone. That drone emits a 32-meter terror radius for 15 seconds, allowing us to basically use terror radius perks. We'll create a second terror radius anywhere on the map, and also use terror radius perks that can work in our terror radius and in our drone's terror radius. So if you look at our build, we have a really interesting build today. I'll explain more while we're playing, my thought process as to why I did this. We have Starstruck, a perk where you have to pick up someone, everyone around you can expose as long as they're in terror radius, and Infectious Sprite, whenever you down someone in your terror radius. Day Scream, Cloudphobia, everyone has 50% penalty to healing, and they heal, and the healing skill turns out even smaller. And Desolation, where if anyone breaks a pallet in your terror radius, the pallet gets broken automatically. Vault a pallet in your terror radius, the pallet gets broken automatically. Loose Screw to make everyone exhausted if they're in my in my drone radius, and of course, like I said, Unpublished Manuscript. This build was suggested by one of my subscribers. Thank you so much. Like I said multiple times in my videos, if y'all have any builds y'all want to use, please let me know by posting a comment, and I will definitely make a video on it. But let's get straight to the game so I can show how great this build is. Okay, on Father Campbell's Chapel, which is kind of funny because it's the first time I've ever actually played on that stage before during the event. Because if you look through the main building, which we'll get there in a minute, I never noticed that there's a different main building because the middle part of the building is a little different. It's all purple because of the Masquerade event. All the chairs look really cool. It looks really good, by the way. And I never knew that until I came here for the first time. But like usual, we're going to do our normal store merchant thing, which is set up drones. But normally we set up drones near generators like I did. But sometimes some of these drones are really going to be set so that way we can activate them later and create a giant terror radius. But that's the whole point. I'm going to mind game that way and she's going to get stuck. So before I pick her up, I'm going to activate, well, I was supposed to activate my drones. I didn't do it this game because I had one game where I used this build, or a build similar to it, and it did not work as planned. But I did have a lot of fun. Also, someone got exposed immediately. I don't know how she got exposed, but she's exposed. But I had a build, I used a similar build to this one, and it did not work out because of the fact that the survivors were just being really, not really annoying, but I kept two people, well, someone flashlight saved twice, and then one person just kept disabling my drone, so I just could not actually use the build. Now, normally if I'm using a different build, that it wouldn't matter because the point is to chase them. But in this situation, I'm trying my hardest to actually get the drone to stay up so I can activate them later. Also, if you see this video, this person invited me to a party. That's my friend. He wants to play a game with me, and I keep telling him I'm recording, and he won't stop. I should really turn off notifications when I press the record button, but I always forget. I'm sorry. I'm professional. But I'm here, so I'm still going to play for y'all. I don't care about if people spam me invites, but it is kind of sad. So right here, also in the last time I used this build, I didn't have Desolation, which really helped in this situation. So this person had a claw trap on them, so either way the pallet was going to get broken. But it's the fact that I also have Desolation, and then as a result, they gets destroyed. So I should have again activated a drone and then picked her up. But it doesn't really matter because the girl who's trying to flashlight save me is exposed because of the perk. What's it called? Words. I forgot the name of the perk. Starstruck. Because of Starstruck. So I'm gonna chase her, but this window is really strong. What does it really matter? I'm still gonna be a chaser. She's gonna probably be able to get to something before I can hit her. Another reason why the only thing about the Unpublished Manuscript I don't like is the fact that it doesn't, what's it called? For some reason it does not make it so, well, because it makes it so it takes longer to activate your drones. I mean, for your drones to be able to actually get online, it can be a little annoying. I'll put a drone really far away, and it does take 25%, a little bit extra time to reactivate the drone. So that's the only thing I hate about it. But other than that, I think the add-on is really cool. I gotta figure out how to use it better. But in this game, so far, we haven't really used it 100% correctly yet. Also, I'm a little surprised. This is why I hate using the perk Starstruck. If you watched my channel before, you know that I made a video using Starstruck on Store Merchant, and I thought it was a really good idea. but it's kind of hard when you use Starstruck and the green add-on that makes them all oblivious when they're in your terror radius, and when they're in your drone radius, because then Starstruck will activate. But I don't even have that green add-on this time, so I was a little confused by when I picked up that girl. That other girl was not exposed, but obviously I don't know how to use Starstruck, so I'm just not gonna use it all the time. So now I'm gonna pick up this girl and I'm gonna activate that drone. Now there's 2 different terror radiuses around the map. As a result, we now have 2 terror radii that basically are going to make it so everyone is exposed around the entire map. So, because if you didn't realize, I just picked up the girl with my Starstruck. Now this time Starstruck should work. So I'm gonna go over here and find someone, and I look at these scratch marks, and then they keep going. And right here I was so confused. So I see scratch marks, but I don't see anyone. And then I see someone from the corner of my eye, and then the scratch marks in, and then it hits me. Oh wait, in the corner. And the only reason why that worked is because I activated my drone from far away, and she's exposed. Thanks to Starstruck. Which is why I love this build so much. Now I do plan on actually making. So this build, not only is it a good idea, by the way, in the comments for y'all to request build ideas for Score Merchant, or maybe even killer ideas, but even then I only pick Score Merchant most of the time. But build ideas. Not only is it a good idea for y'all to do that because I love y'all's opinion, I love to see what y'all thinking, and maybe it'll be a good idea. The second reason why I think you should request it is because not only will I use it once, there's a higher chance I'll use it again because I like the idea. So because of that reason, I do recommend y'all keep telling me in the comments what builds you want to see, and also I will definitely be using them. Like now that I've used this add-on literally twice, and I never hated it. It just kind of felt like, oh, I used it twice. I might as well just use it again. So this person runs towards me for some reason. Well, the person who I hooked on the hook, she's dead on hook right now, but she was running towards me for some reason, so I was a little confused, and as a result, I was able to down her. Now, I believe this girl exposed, but I can't really tell because I never can tell, honestly, with Starstruck anymore when I use the perk. I really wish there was a way you could just tell if a person was exposed or not, but I believe she's not exposed anymore because the timer is at 30% on the right, I mean, so because of that reason, she's not exposed. But because it's kind of hard for me to tell when someone's exposed or not, I just have a hard time using this perk. I don't use it. Because she's gonna go towards the pallet immediately and do that nonsense. And I'm like, okay. So now I have to deal with the fact that it doesn't really matter, we basically won the game because someone's dead and there's 3 gens left, which is good for me. But like I said before, I love this build actually. Now I think I could have done a better build. The only reason why Cubeproductions, I don't know why I have this perk on there, but the reason why I use it is because of the fact that when I was playing Survivor, actually, rare. I was playing Survivor one time, and Score Merchant had this exact same add-on, the add-on that will give them the terror radius, and he used Cubeproductions. And even though Cubeproductions doesn't give a perk, it's the fact that you still have the ability to basically be like, okay, it's the fact that you had the ability to basically be like, okay, I'm going to make everyone on the entire map heal slower. And you'll realize that it actually works. It works pretty well because with Score Merchant, they're already going to be either injured or exposed because of your drone. Once you down them, they're going to heal everyone and themselves faster. I mean, slower. So this girl's going to try to mind in his pallet. He's exposed, but I don't care. I'm going to just and swing through it because at this point, I'm not trying to mind game this pallet. Die. She's done on hook. Now, no, I got like no infectious fright, by the way. I got no infectious fright value out of this game, by the way. Also, she get a flashlight save, and that's the only one reason why I was having a hard time with this game. Like, I almost brought Lightborn, by the way, in this video, because the first game I got flashlight saved twice, and it just made me realize Lightborn is a really good perk. And sometimes it's weird because like she ran to the left side, but she purposely didn't do any gens just so she could try and go for a flashlight save, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna break this pallet, and she can't use it anymore. And then I know someone's over here because of infectious fright, thank the Lord. Also, last time I used this build, I did have what's the perk called? It's a perk I never used. I think it's called agitation. No, not agitation. It's distressing. I think it's distressing. The perk where it makes your terror radius bigger. I used that perk too, but I realized that's not working. If you do want to see that video, just let me know in the comments. It is basically the same build with like 2 different perks. but it did not go as planned. So I just said, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. And as a result, I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to post that video because I got obliterated and I had like, I'm not even gonna use the build. But if you really want to see it, I will post it for y'all. I don't ever not post. I don't ever not post my losses, if that makes any sense. Losing or winning doesn't really matter to me as long as I have fun and I show off the build. That's the main plan. But it can be kind of hard sometimes because you'll show off the build, but the survivor, but you'll start doing really well, and then survivors just end up being like, no, and destroy you. So at this point in the game, I'm gonna cut a little bit because basically at this point in the game, the build worked perfectly as planned. We got value out of all our perks, well, besides Desolation, but it's fine. If you see me use other videos, you know that Desolation is a perk where the point of the perk is not to use it as if it's like not to use it as if it's the best perk ever. It's a perk you use so that way if you need it, it is there. That's the way the perk is. It's kind of like the opposite of Corrupt Intervention. Corrupt Intervention, the perk where you use it on purpose. That way you can make all gens be blocked and make it easier for you to win in the early game. Meanwhile, this perk is, if it's on and I got it, it will be useful. If it's not on, I mean, if I have it and I can't use it, it's there. That's basically. And it also is really a big surprise for survivors because they don't realize that you got it until it's too late and then it's already dead. So as a result, I think Desolation is really good, and on Tour Merchant, even in this build, especially in this build too, because like I said, it's anyone in your terror radius. So if someone would have bought a random pallet in the terror radius that I make when I activate my drone, then that pallet gets destroyed. So that's really good for me. But I with this drone, I'm just going to be going back and forth between these generators because of the fact that the survivors just keep trying to do these gens and it's really annoying. So okay, there's a little crypt there because of the fact that basically for the last 4 minutes I've been patrolling both these gens and the same thing's been happening because by the way, this is the main reason why I do not use Unpublished Manuscript and other add-ons with Score Merchant. Now again, it's not because those add-ons suck, it's just because of this reason. The green add-on, the one that makes millibees, that add-on is just so good. Because I purposely put 2 drones, one on either gen, and we're down to 0 finally, by the way. Basically, they've been going, one girl's on the gen all the way across the map, and the one girl is on that gen right there who we just downed. They've been going on both those gens for the past 5 minutes, and I've been getting them both off the gens. Now, the reason why I haven't been able to actually get them is because of the fact that the second I go off one gen and down someone, exactly like that, that generator will be completed. But the reason why I use the brown noise generator, the green add-on that makes so that way all survivors are automatically oblivious if they're inside my drone radius. That is exactly the reason why I use that, because basically it makes it really hard for survivors to be able to do generators or do anything really, because they don't know where you're coming from, and that's the main reason why I use that perk. But that is why I cut, because it's just 5 minutes of me going back and forth, and I don't think y'all want to see that. So because of that reason, I'm gonna finally find this person. I'm gonna chase her. She has been annoying me because she's basically been injured. I'm almost certain she has made for this, because no one has stayed injured like that. And because I don't have brown noise generator, she can still hear my terror radius and knows where I'm coming from. So I'm going to just have to chase her, and hopefully he doesn't find the hatch while I'm chasing her. But I'm pretty sure the game's over because of the fact that I was able to finally get the build to work. And like I said before, I will be posting more videos. I don't know immediately, but I will be posting more videos about different builds. I don't always want to use the same build. I don't use the same build actually in all my videos. But if you notice, a lot of my builds, I'll post like 4 videos of the same thing sometimes, or I'll change out one perk. But normally, I just try and post what I want to post. Like, this is fun. And I love playing Score Merchant. Score Merchant is one of those killers that can use a variety of different perks. I just end up using Brown Noise Generator, the one add-on, because it's the best one she has. And you kind of have to, you don't have to use it, but I feel like it's so good. I have seen people use generators, use add-ons that are not that add-on. Like today, I just used these 2 add-ons, and I think these are really good. It is sometimes, in certain situations, I just be like, I wish I had this add-on, kind of thing. But it doesn't matter because we won, and I'm the best. And of course, I use a survivor request. I mean, a subscriber request. If you are subscribed, and well, not if you are subscribed, if you want to request anything, just let me know in the comments. But of course, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also make sure you subscribe so I can actually see more of you and do more of your requests. So like I said, I use Iridescent Unpublished Manuscript. This is a actually really good perk. I actually plan on doing a tier list. I don't know how I'm supposed to record it or do it, but I am going to do a tier list on Scroll Merchant's add-ons and maybe on perks that to use on Scroll Merchant too. But I believe that this is actually a really good add-on for Scroll Merchant. I just think that it does require a little bit of brain power in order to use. It's not just a add-on you can just put on a killer and then you win. It does require a good amount of effort to be able to use effectively, and a really good build to be able to use. And I think today I proved that with this video. So thank you so much for commenting and wanting to see this build. If you have any other builds, let me know in the comments, but I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a nice day.